My dear, pay close attention to what my heart is whispering to you. Because a sacred tension, an invisible but profoundly felt fight, is stirred within you. Opposition between the reality you encounter and your desired outcome. Plans and goals painted in the colors of your desire are what you cling to. And occasionally, those hues appear to disappear beneath the gloom of uncertainty and disillusionment. But be aware of this, kid. The architect is me. As you learn to trust the path I have drawn for you, I am there in the pain giving your prayers life, and I am incredibly patient. Do you understand, youngster, that your dreams, ambitions, and meticulously sketched maps are merely strands in a much more complex pattern than you can see? Similar to what seems like uncertainty today becomes a work of art, full of optimism tomorrow. Because I am the artist who colors beyond the lines. Through my perpetual lens, your goals are not erased but rather reinvented, where meaning can be found even in the pieces you consider lost. Now turn your gaze inward. Does your soul tremble and have a faint desire to give up control? Every tear you shed, every silent cry for help, and every prayer you whisper in your heart are all part of my plans. Beyond your calendars and quantified seasons, they are stitched with a divine patience. Even when it irritates the rushed mind or hurts the eager soul, why do you fight against the fact that my way is ideal, dear child? With a bravery that believes in things that the human eye cannot yet perceive, lean into this divine unfolding. I present this supreme truth to you. Because my ideas are based on a love that overcomes all obstacles, they will always succeed. They emanate from an eternal throne that brings hope beyond despair and are not constrained by human limitations or circumstances. Your failures don't frighten or upset me, and your worries don't bore me. Rather, I wait, give yourself over to the divine story I am writing, in which your existence is a symphony directed by my grace and wisdom, rather than a sequence of chance occurrences. You still have dreams. Pay attentive attention to my voice as it beckons you to calmness if your spirit is struggling with surrender. I support you through all of your hardships, molding you into a reflection of myself. Your current state of anxiety is but a shadow of my wonderful daybreak. Hold firm to this holy knowledge, my beloved child. I swear to you, my intentions will triumph in your life beyond human comprehension and satisfying your deepest desires. Take heart and allow this truth to sink in. You have more to tell. It is evidence of the awaiting revelation of divine fidelity. I can see the silent struggles you have going on deep within of you, my love. The times when doubtful thoughts begin to seep in, and your heart is burdened by your own failings. Sometimes you question whether your journey is one of stumbling and whether the difficulties you face are indications of your separation from me, rather than a step closer to oneness. Know that I am never far away, even in these times when loneliness whispers nasty lies. Observer, but as the person who accompanies you through every tear and shake with patience, your candor and sensitivity have a mystical quality that draws me in. When your heart is hidden or fatigue creeps into your bones, I haven't turned my face away. Rather, I lean closer with lasting affection. Even when it feels like threadbare, your life's fabric is held in place by your unwavering guidance. I don't get angry or condemn others easily. My heart beats patiently, beckoning you to relax in my company and to cast your troubles on the altar of submission. Recognize that your wounds are opportunities to improve rather than indicators of failure. Deeper healing in gaps that allow my grace to freely repair what has been damaged and revitalize what seems lost. Think about the silence that envelops you, places where you feel invisible or unheard. This quiet is not a chilly void, but rather a soft veil. I am creating beauty out of ashes and fresh power out of your frailty during this holy pause, as if he were shaping clay with his hands. Every moment of waiting during these divine pauses purifies your soul and gets you ready for the totality of my promises. You might wonder why the solution seems so far away and why there is a delay. But even though it seems uncertain or slow, have faith that my timing is ideal, my child. With boundless insight, I weave the fabric of your days, little strands of light and hope woven throughout your life. I want you to know that I understand your hesitancy. Your restless moments are observed. They don't specify your fate, nor do they make you less valuable in my opinion. You are incredibly valuable, even in your weakness. I approach to bandage your injuries and offer consoling words that the outside world is unable to provide. Now, rest in this reality. You are arranged. You are cherished. Additionally, you are becoming ready for something bigger than the suffering you go through. No season is too lengthy or region too gloomy for me to offer brightness and rejuvenation. I understand the anguish of unfulfilled hopes, the sting of disappointment, and the fatigue that ensues when trust feels tense. However, resilience grows from the soil created by these difficult times. Your spirit is nourished by hardships to produce enduring fruit, much like the olive tree that flourishes in drought. I call you to lean into my steadfast embrace while I tenderly watch over you. Don't hurry out of the silence. Accept my patient love as a live source of energy. Let my mercy's currents wash you, taking away your feelings of guilt and worry and replacing them with optimism rooted on my constant character. Don't back down in fear or uncertainty, child. Come to me with the same openness as a toddler grabbing for a parent's hand when you falter. My grace is boundless and unending, like a river. It is for every soul willing to come as they are, with all of their dreams and scars, not for those who are flawless or deserving by human standards. I want your faith, not your heart, not your flawlessness, not your defenses. Let this be the time you embrace my love without holding back. Knowing that you are valued just the way you are, will you permit yourself to feel comforted by my presence throughout your uncertain times? Will you accept my spirit's gentle reprimand as a guide toward peace rather than as a condemnation? Surrender is generally the first step in the healing process, allowing your heart and hands to accept what I am freely giving. I'm extending an invitation for you to live in my patient love and find solace in the knowledge that I'm working everything out for your good. Life. Allow the reality of my unwavering commitment to fill your spirit today. In your hardships, you are never left on your own. I am your constant support, your haven throughout the storm, and the bright light that shines through the shadows. Allow your spirit to be revived, and your trust to be restored as you breathe in my presence. Rest in me and know that I will always be devoted to you. Do not ignore my gentle call if your spirit yearns for healing or if your heart hurts. Now take my comfort and keep it close to your heart because it will keep you going in the days ahead. Never undervalue the toll that shame and guilt. Never undervalue the toll that shame and guilt may take on your soul, my kid. These are shadows that stealthily approach and encircle your heart like shackles made from the worst misery. However, I haven't abandoned you throughout these times. With patience that surpasses the passing of time, I keep watch over you. Additionally, my love is unaffected by the faults you think characterize you. Even though it is a big load, it was never intended for you to carry alone or indefinitely. I come to rebuild amid your shattering, where your broken bits are gently collected and reshaped into a vessel of my grace. Feelings of guilt imply that you are undeserving and that you have failed beyond repair. The harsh fire inside of you is stoked by shame, which makes you want to hide rather than face the light where healing starts. These voices, my little child, are lies that echo from your soul's adversary. But I know you and I love you very much. I am there to pull you out from under the debris whenever you feel overpowered by the weight of your past, using the strength you lack to reach for your shaking hand. You are not the sum of your regrets or your shortcomings. You are my cherished, made to rise above what formerly attempted to cage you. Recall the soil following a severe winter. Even though it seems lifeless and arid, life is stirring beneath the surface. Roots firmly establish themselves while they wait for the warmth of spring. Your soul does too, living but broken. The process of healing is not a quick wash that removes suffering. It is a soft current that gradually fosters fresh development in the core of your being. I am that unending stream, ready to remove the impurities of the past. Even though you are tired and burdened, don't be scared to come, because you show the genuine strength I have given you in your frailty. This exhortation is straightforward but profound. Don't hesitate to bring me your shattered pieces. Don't hide anything from anyone, including yourself. The shame that feels too profound, the sins that appear too sinister. I don't come at you with criticism. Rather, I welcome you with open arms and am prepared to restore you. Allow this reality to sink in. My mercy is greater than your mistakes, and my forgiveness is greater than your shortcomings. You can always find your way back to the place where grace and love are boundless in my arms, no matter how far you have wandered. Recognize that you are not on this path of repentance and healing by yourself. I am by my side, you at every turn, sometimes carrying you when your strength fails, and other times whispering a soft guide. Don't give up if healing seems sluggish or distant. I have the ideal timing, specifically crafted to fit the readiness of your spirit. Have faith that I am using your brokenness to create a tapestry that will one day bear witness to your salvation and unwavering love.